Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. I think it's still a little early, so I'm not expecting many around. Just thought I would just pop on, see how everyone is. I feel like it's Sunday today, guys, like genuinely. How is your son, B? Good morning, Joe. I just woke up. Good morning, Patty. How are you? I know it's very early. Well, it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon here, and I'm still absolutely exhausted. How is everyone doing? I wonder if we're going to have some drama-free time. This will be well. He's doing well, moved out. Oh, that's brilliant. Good morning, Cece. That's brilliant. So good. What time is it with you, Patty? You're like 8 hours behind me, aren't you? So still dead early. It's my husband's birthday today. Oh, happy birthday to your husband. Cute. Good morning, Lurkin. How are you? I know it's still like super early for some of you guys. First thing I woke up to was your message. Thank you. Aww. I can't, it feels like Sunday today, and I know it's Monday, but it literally feels like it's Sunday. Like it's that Sunday feel. I'm supposed to be wrapping presents for my friend, but it's like, oh, it's 7:20 a.m. Oh my God. Yeah, I thought you were 8 hours behind me. I'm good, thanks. Good, good. Happy birthday to your hubby. Cute. Yeah, I thought you were 8 hours behind me. It's like a whole day's work, isn't it? 8 hours is a long ass time. Hey, Gina. Good morning. How are you? Did everyone have a great weekend? After the snow, we finally feel like it's Christmas. Did you get a lot of snow? We generally rarely get very much snow here. I think it's because we're so close to the beaches and we get the sea air, and I think that's why. But oh my goodness, it is oh, sugar. What did I do? We do generally not get snow because I think because the salt air probably just okay, sorry about that. Supposed to be mopping, but here I am. It's better than mopping, Dina. I gotta go and sort out the kitchen. I literally need to go and wash up. About 8 to 9 inches. Holy moly. Uh, Cute, are you feeling any better? I've been worried about you. We got a lot of snow too. I think about 2 days snow. We received 27. Holy moly. I'm not designed for snow, people. Like, mm-mm. Although, like, when you get snow, you generally don't get that icky rain and you actually get the blue skies, which I like. But no, I'm not designed for the cold. being in Wales, we generally just get freaking rain, rain, and more rain. I went to my brother's yesterday, and he lives maybe 15 miles away from me, and there was so many floods. Holy moly, it was flooding everywhere. It was so bad. Good morning, Ria. Or good afternoon, Ria, I should say. It was literally like the roads was like the water was coming up the sides of the car. Thankfully, we got a high car, so it really didn't have any effect on us. But littler cars was going through like so slowly, so it didn't screw with their engine, which was quite funny. But yeah, we don't get snow, but I made fake snow for the kids, and now I can't get rid of my back porch carpet. Oh no. I've been feeling kind of just feeling numb, if that makes sense. Too much has happened this week, but thank you for asking, Patty. I'm sorry, Kiart. I know. Oh, hang on. I know. How do I share? More. I know she's not going to be awake yet, but I'll message her anyway. I know that she'll be asleep, but yes, I'm the afternoon lady. You are the afternoon lady. It's so bad. Oh my God, I can't imagine. And fake snow is the worst to try and get out of bloody anything. It's an absolute nightmare. Absolutely. It's not the easiest to get out. And I hate stains. Like my kitchen, I got a huge kitchen rug, and there's one stain on there that I've been literally trying to get out for about 8 months now, and it just I'm amazed you're still standing. Cute. Good job moving forward. Right? I've been thinking of you, Cute. Hope you felt it. Yeah, we've all been praying. There's a lot going on, like, and I think, like with Christmas, and there's people that lost people through COVID, and Christmas I think is going to be a tough one for lots of families this year. They can't have lots of people over. Well, I know in the UK we can't have lots of people over. It's an indoor carpet, but I think it's because of it grabbing it and lifting up the vacuum, sweeping it. Thankfully, it's a porch, so have to try and hose it. Yeah, that might work, Dina. Funny thing happened though in Nate and Emily's stream. What happened? No, I haven't seen it either, Dina. What happened, cute? Give us all the details. Yeah, as I was saying, I think we need to be a little bit more considerate. Like this time of year is hard for lots of people. People lost people due to COVID, people just lost people in general. It's going to be the first Christmas that some people ain't going to get to see their grandbabies because of COVID. I think a lot of people's going through so much right now. I'm not like, I don't know. I just wish everything would just ease the frig up. Don't forget, though, this is supposed to be a hate channel. This is why I'm feeling all this love. Yep, exactly, Patty. This is a hate channel. Can you not tell? Do you know what's funny, though, right? And I will get to your comments, I promise. I just want to say this. Somebody said to me on one of my comments under my videos, right, that this is a hate channel. Remember how you started, right? And it's 100% true. I started this channel to hate on Katie Joy, right? I'm not disputing it. I've never gone back on it. Everything I've said, and I've said it, I'm not going to say that I haven't said some awful things, because I have. But from March, April time, I said that I wasn't going to do any more hate streams on Katie Joy. But now, because I'm not doing the hate streams on Katie Joy, everybody's now calling me a hate channel. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, if you'd said I was a hate channel back then, I would agree with you. 100%. I would 100% agree. But now, just because I don't want to go after Katie Joy and I don't like Leslie Bass, really? I saw familiar names, so I privately messaged her and asked if she was in Nate's stream, and she said yes. She follows Emily, and I told her I follow Nate. I haven't seen her in over 15 years. Wow, that's amazing. That is really cool. Yeah, so, was it a hate channel? Yeah. Is it now? No. Do I lose my temper now and again and like go on a rampage? Yeah. Do I try really hard not to be hateful? Yeah, I really do. It was only hate because you were standing up for your friend. Isn't that a little different? Exactly, Lurkin. Katie appreciates your kindness. I got no issues with Katie, and I think that's what they don't like. They want me to jump on this bandwagon of hating Katie. I don't hate her. Why do anybody need to hate her? If you don't like her, just don't watch her. Do I watch every stream? No. I am enjoying her Katie Joy Live channel. I must admit, I am enjoying that channel. It seems very much more easy to talk in there, and just like very chilled, and I'm really enjoying that channel. I'm not gonna lie, I really am. Without a crystal ball, I really don't watch much, purely because I don't really like the Duggars or anything like that, and anything remotely like that. I don't watch anything really, so I can't really have a opinion on it. But I am enjoying her Katie Joy channel, where she's just talking and chilled out, and I feel quite fine going in there. I know a few people hate me in there, but that's okay for them to hate me as well. Do you know what I'm saying? You are a human channel. Definitely. But literally, soon as I made a point of going into Katie's channel and just saying hi, I think I maybe made less than 10 comments, maybe. People were on Twitter like, oh my God, Joe's all like Katie's BBF. What? Because I went in her channel and showed her some support. That's ridiculous. The most ridiculous, childish thing I've ever heard. And I think Katie's, I'm really enjoying this new channel. I'm not even gonna lie. With that crystal ball, I don't so much, purely not because of her or anything like that. It's just the content. I don't watch anything like that. I really don't. I don't watch like the Duggars or anything, because I'm really not interested. If it was something that I watched, I would 100% go in there. I heard Nate got hate for defending Katie. Oh, I'm sure. Nate stays pretty neutral in all interceptions. People are stalking on her just to spear hate. That's the thing. Like, you have every right. Everyone, good morning, MD. Everyone has every right to dislike Katie, right? You can do what you like. If you don't like how she done something, or, you don't like her channel, it's the same as me. Just don't watch us. It's absolutely fine. You don't need to watch every single thing that someone does. just to potentially find something that they'll say that's dumb. Like if you watch me, I say a bunch of things that's dumb that I shouldn't say. Do I mean things? No, I just talk, and sometimes I say dumb things. Joe and everyone in here has been so supportive and sweet. I truly appreciate all of you. We love you. We love you, Kurt. We always here for you. I just don't want to, like, I could sit here now, guys, right? And this is not joking. I could sit here, jump on this Katie hate train, go back to where I started, like, be really fucking nasty to her, like, go full out, like, I hate Katie, get more subs, get more donos, get more views on my videos, and make money. That's not important to me. I promised that I would not do that to Katie, and I'm going to stand by my convictions. You know, I swore that I wouldn't do that anymore, and I'm not going to do that anymore. And to be honest, I don't hate her. I don't dislike her. I'm actually really quite enjoying her Katie Joy Live channel. I'm not going to lie. I'm new to this channel, and you have always been very kind to me. Thank you, Lurkin. You get what you give. That's true. Like, I don't expect anyone to jump on anyone's bandwagon. If you don't like Katie, that's fine. If you don't like me, that's fine. If you don't like whoever, do you know what I mean? That's fine. There should be no reason why there couldn't be a bunch of people in a chat having a nice time and just talking. Good morning, my mother of dragons. I love mother of dragons. I literally just messaged her the other day, love you, and that was it. Didn't do any other message, just love you. At some point you would think they would say this is not right. They don't though, like, you know. I don't participate in many chats, just this one, Charlotte's. I don't have time, but even if I did, I'll watch who I want. Exactly, Dina. And that's all I've ever said, like, you know, like, just watch who you want. It shouldn't be a worry. And just because I don't hate Katie doesn't mean that you can't dislike her. You know, I might dislike someone else that you really like. Doesn't mean that we all can be in a chat together and just have a giggle and a chat and work it out. Never apologize for not jumping on the hate train, Joe. It's turning it around and turning it around. Yeah, I just don't want to. I'm not going to, and I'm refused to. And I really don't hate her. I don't. Like, I think I was probably one of the first and one of the nastiest to her back in when I first started YouTube. You know, some of the things I said to her and about her was pretty damn nasty. Like, literally was pretty damn nasty. I never want to be back in that headspace that I hate someone that much that I want to sit there and spew crap at them again and again and again and again and again. You know, I don't want to be in that headspace ever again, and I'm not going to be. "100% you should be able to watch whoever you want." And like, if you don't like the subject, like I do with Katie, like I don't watch any of the Duggars or anything like that, so I'll go in. If it's a subject I'm not into or I'm not familiar with, I'll just leave. Do you know what I mean? It's not that bad. If she's just having like an open discussion, I'm I like joining in, I like chatting, and even though, you know, people don't like me and Katie's channel, that's absolutely fine. You know, there's people that, right, there's one person that was rude, but that's fine as well. You know, they're entitled to their opinions too. On Saturday, Katie asked if all the fighting channels, between channels, bothered the viewers. I was really unloaded. And it's tiring. I'm not joking. When I did the whole like hate thing with Katie, having to watch everything she does just to wait for it to say something ridiculous or something not good. It just seems so, it was hard work, and it took an impact not just on my health, but on my mental health as well. And Jesus Christ, like, enough. I'm sure those who are being mean, she's because of something they heard, not something that they have had done to them, and not, that's not right. That's true, Lurkin. I know. And like, I can speak for myself on this. You know, I disliked Kim and Amy Lou because Leslie disliked them, you know, and that sounds so childish saying that out loud. And it is freaking childish, you know, it's the most ridiculous thing ever to say, I hated them too because Leslie hated them. I've got to know them over these last few months, and I can honestly sit here and say, without Amy Lou, she, in July and August, when I was going through like some of my worst times on YouTube, without that girl, I'm not sure where I would be. She was strong. She was amazing. She was there for me no matter what. Even when me and Kim started our little bickering back and forth, because this is me and Kim, we're always going to bicker back and forth. We're both strong-willed girls. We're always going to bicker back and forth. That's me and Kim. I love her to bits. I'd never do anything to hurt her feelings intentionally on anything nasty, but I'm sure we'll bicker. This is us. We bicker all the time. But like, without Amy Lou over them past months, I'm not even sure. Like, I'm genuinely not sure. She had been such an amazing friend to me. And, you know, I've got to know Kim a hell of a lot more in these last few months as well. And they're really, really nice. Like, I hated them for nothing to do with me. Like, I didn't hate them because of what they did to me. I hated them because what Leslie told me about them. And that's sad. And I get that hate from people as well. Just because somebody else hates me, they're going to hate me as well. Amy Lou is the neighbor. All we need is Joe, right? I know Amy Lou is my next door neighbor. Honestly, like, she and Kim, you know, they're really, 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 they've been so kind to us. And I honestly, it is, I don't know. I can't even explain. I think we've all been guilty of being persuaded into not like or like certain creators due to other creators' opinions of their certain extent, not doing that anymore. It is, and it really is that, you know, it really is. I hated people because of other people. And like, the whole Katie and Leslie thing, like, that's my biggest regret. That is one of my huge regrets, is not seeing the wood for the trees. Do you know what I mean? Like, just overlooking all bad stuff one party done just because I was so angry with the other party. And there was absolutely no need for it, if that makes sense. I left the KJ drama last year because it was too consuming, and now even just following the lawsuit, I limit how much I watch. It's just too much. I like positive content. I agree, Dina. And it is, you know, we should be like, YouTube used to be fun. Like, it really did used to be fun. And we used to like sit there and we're just talking. Oh, hi, trolls. Sorry. What did I say? CCI was a victim. Sometimes they need some space, but let her know that they're there for her. Let her talk about it. That's nice. Yeah, I just think, don't hate somebody. And I've said this before with Lauren, you know, like, I don't like Lauren. We all know my feelings towards Lauren and Lauren's feelings towards me. But I've even said about Lauren, you know, just because she was a shit person to a friend to me, doesn't mean she was a shit person or a friend to, I don't know, Let's use Chris Tucker for an example, you know? I think she was actually someone really good with Chris Tucker. I think she was actually, they had a real quote unquote friendship, but doesn't mean just because she was shit person or a shit friend to me, doesn't mean that she's going to be a shit person or a shit friend to somebody else. Do you know what I mean? You don't know what goes on behind the scenes to make a friendship break down. And okay, I think with Lauren and myself, it's being made very public. I done something. I still don't really know what to um to piss her off that much that she wants to keep coming after me. And still to this day, you know, messaging people, watch with Joe, like people will figure it out themselves, you know? And as much as you think I was a shit friend or a shit person to you, Lauren, doesn't mean I'm going to be that person to somebody else. And just like I say to you, interestingly, Leslie currently attacks on not getting the views some others are getting because everyone's bored of Leslie's crap. It's so hateful and it's not, I'm not into that. Yeah. Dana, I'm with you. It gives me really bad anxiety. Especially as I know that like nobody was innocent during this time, you know, it really wasn't. Everyone is guilty. We're all guilty of shit. Lauren's guilty, I'm guilty, E was guilty, um, Leah, Adria, Leslie, Katie, everyone has been guilty about certain things. And just because things didn't work out, I'm going to use myself and Lauren just because it's being made so public. Just because I didn't continue a friendship with Lauren and it went so pear-shaped doesn't mean Lauren's going to be a shit person and a shit friend to everybody. It just so happened that I thought for my own that she was a shit person to me. Does that make sense? Do you really know she is doing that, or is people saying that? I've seen messages that she's messaged somebody and said just be careful of Joe. And I get it to some degree. Maybe she's just like feeling a little bit like, I still don't know. I'd like to have a one-to-one conversation with her and ask her, like, what exactly did I do? Like, what do you think I did to what I did? And vice versa. Does that make sense? Then maybe there wouldn't be that hate. We're still never going to like each other. We're still never going to get on. We're still never going to see eye to eye. And that's fine, you know? She's moved on to a different friend zone. I've moved on to a different friend zone. I don't know. I think it would be nice if we could just get to that point. Did you see her last video? I liked her message in that video. I did actually. I did see her last video. I'm not gonna lie, I did. Somebody sent it to me. I didn't watch it. Or did I watch it all? I might not have watched it all, or I might have watched it all. I can't remember now whether I watched it all. But yeah, I think was it the one where she said that oh, I'll double check Lurkin to make sure. I'll double check to make sure. But I just but that's kind of is you can't like I don't know, it's hard. There's some people within the community that I can never be quote unquote friends with or um sorry, it's amazing you're paying forward. Oh sorry, okay. You know, I would like to know what I did, maybe then I could somewhat rectify it, or at least like say yes, that was me, or no, it wasn't me. The whole Chris thing. Yeah, as the one I watched with the whole Chris thing. It's no her. I was asking because of what you said. Oh, there's a new video. You want about the Chris one, or is there a different one lurking? Because the Chris one I saw. But I kind of agree with her on, and I hate to say it, like, honest to God, but I do agree with her on the Chris thing. She can't, a new one. Okay, I'll go and have a look. You can't blame Lauren for Lauren's MD. You can't blame Lauren for her bad behavior. Like, does Lauren maybe send her stuff? Yeah, so people send me stuff all the time. It doesn't give you the right to go on your channel and, you know, go frigging batshit crazy at somebody. You know, saying that Lauren makes you did that. Well, what happened before you met Lauren? Because you were doing that before you met Lauren. Who are you talking about? So confusing. Lauren Loves Tea, but it's not that anymore. I don't know what it's called now. It's Lauren's channel. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be like, I really can't remember what it's called. I don't watch Chris because I don't want to enable her. Yeah. Yeah, I'll watch it, Lurkin. I will definitely watch it. Hopefully someone's got the link. But I did watch the Chris one, and I think, you know, it was definitely right. You can't blame everyone else for everyone else's bad behavior, you know, and she's wants to blame you know, me or Adria, Lauren, Unirock, Katie Joy. It's everyone else's business. I saw Chris Tucker recent video the other day to get better insight. She really isn't ready to get sober. She's still in the excuses phase. I consider reaching out, but she's still too toxic right now. I agree with that. Every suggestion for help she had, she reasons she can't. She's just not ready. Nobody can make her. And that's sad. And that does make me really sad, because I don't think she's a bad person. The drink is a bad person. The drinker is a bad person. You know, when she's drinking, she's threatening to kill people and hurt people, stop people from breathing, chop people up. Hang on, let me just get a drink. And you can't blame Lauren for that. I'm sorry, like, you know, I blame Lauren probably for a lot, but you can't blame Lauren for that. That's not Lauren doing that. It's sad. I just chat in rooms. That's as far as I want to go, because I'm afraid to trust people after watching everyone fight. Some of these fights, Lurkin, have been going on for so long. Like, I haven't had a genuinely real conversation with Lauren since probably January time, maybe. And there was, you know, she was annoyed that I was friends with Britta's. She was annoyed with me not telling her Leslie's drug results. And I don't know, but I'd like to know exactly what I did not to other people, what I done exactly to her. I don't know. I've never threatened to kill people, but I wasn't nice when I was drunk. She might be a decent sober. That's exactly what I'm saying, Dina. I think that she is. I think that she's not this, not a bad person. Like, her mouth on her is vile sometimes, but I don't think she's the sober her. I don't think she's a bad person. But that's just my view. But I also think Dina's right with she's not ready to get the help. I hope that she will one day get that help and come back and be like this amazing person that will like be able to help others. And but right now, I don't think she's ready to get to that point, which is sad. And it's sad because like she did have some really good people around her. She had people that genuinely cared and people that sent her um I wanted to get help for her daughter's sake. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's okay, look, and I understood what you meant. No, I agree. I do, I agree. But most importantly, like, if you're not healthy, how can you help others? And going online every couple of weeks, because it does seem like that. It just pisses me off that she goes on all these channels and, you know, allows others to talk badly about her friends and then literally stands there point blankly and lies and says, no, I never said that, I never said that, I never said that. Yeah, you did. Or if you didn't say it, you insinuated it, which is just as bad. A lot of mods turn on creators. I don't get it. It just seems to be a trend. Yeah, they do. They take the power very seriously. When I was called to the hospital because boyfriend, my daughter's boyfriend was so drunk and destroyed her apartment. She was shaking up. She wasn't talking. It broke my heart. He is an angry drunk, but after a few hours, it's very scary. And alcohol is not easy to come off either. Like, it really isn't. So it's not something that can be taken lightly, but there is help out there. And maybe, when she's ready to get that help, she will. And maybe her friends just have to love her from a distance right now until she's ready to get the help. She started defending him. It breaks my heart, and I truly feel is isolating her. It definitely does. Isolation is one of the ones of abuse. It's always isolation first and then more as time goes on. I don't know. I just think this community is frigged up. Like, it's just a broken community. I think our community is probably one of the worst on YouTube's as communities go. Like, I've never seen anything like it. Alcohol withdrawal can be very scary. If she is at the point, it can cause seizures and other health issues. She definitely needs support. I agree. And it's a lot. But I think from what 40 ounce was saying and on that live with Amzi and stuff, like they sent her a lot of places. They tried to help her, and I don't know. I've never seen so much drama as I have in the KJ stuff. I know, right? It's because she's a hot topic right now. So everybody's jumping on that bandwagon. They want to get, monetized. They want to make money. And putting Katie Joy in your title gets you the views. If I wrote, like, I should do an experiment. If I wrote in my title, like, and did a schedule and like an FU Katie Joy, my side or something equally as ridiculous, I would get views like there's no tomorrow. I was married to an alcoholic addiction. You self-isolate yourself out of the pain and embarrassment. Yeah, not really because of KJ, but all the side groups involved. No, it is. I get it. It really is. There's a lot. And like these people are crazy. Like, honestly, there's so many sides. And then there's like people that hate these people and hate these people and like these people. And then there are people that, change sides every 2 minutes and flip flop around. And do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to me. And then people who say, like, for example, oh, well, Joe's channel is a hate channel, but yet happily sit there and watch Red or Dove talk complete trash for hours on end, but they don't see that as a hate channel because they're going after people they don't like. Do you know what I mean? No, I know it give people trust issues. It definitely gives people trust issues. It really does. It really does. Like, I don't trust many people online. I think, you know, I gave a lot when I first started. I trusted all my mods way too much, give them probably, way too much responsibility where my channel was concerned. And that's my fault, that's my doing. I know better now. I've learned a little bit, hopefully. I think you're all here are awesome, but if you want in someone's chat and talk mean about me, that would break my heart. Yeah, same. And I've seen that happen. I've seen people in here talking, being like super nice and just talking, even having difference of opinions with me and still having like being nice and speaking. And then I've seen them go into other people's chats and talking really badly about me, and that hurts my feelings a lot. Patty, I'm sorry that you were married to an alcoholic too. To get the divorce, then become the alcoholic my new husband was married to. So I've been on both sides. I get it. Well, that eventually happened to a few of us viewers, not creators, lurking. It was hurtful. Yeah. And it is. It's just like, oh Lord, It is really sad. I don't know. Am I confident all this will go away? Nope. I, I would like to think it would, but I'm definitely not confident in the fact that it will go away at all. I'm really not. I would I would hope that at some point, all this hate and watching my every move will stop and people will, realize that there's way more important things than what crap that comes out of my mouth. That is sad data. I see that a lot as well, like going after people's mental health or going after people's looks and stuff. I get it. Hey, Truth, how are you? And it is sad that people go to that degree. It really is. There's 100% no need for it. There's so much more in life than just to bitch about someone's looks or about the fact that they pick their nails or fingers or who cares? Like, in reality, if I'm here hurting myself, why does it affect you? It doesn't. How are you, Joe? I'm okay, thanks, girl. Get in there slowly. We were just talking about all the different people in different areas and what, you know, what's good for them. And just because they weren't good in your life doesn't mean that they're not going to be good in somebody else's. And, you know, I see it a lot on my own platform. I use IG. Friends of mine who are heavier but amazing get bashed for being heavy. It's sad. Oh, wow. That is sad. That is really sad. And like, if everyone was the same size and looked the same, it would be a really sad state of affairs to be in, wouldn't it? Don't you think? Like, everyone looked the same, everyone was the same size. It would be such a freaking annoying world that we would live in. You know, some people look better skinny. I don't. I've been skinny and I look awful skinny. It does not suit me at all. But then there's other people that, look absolutely stunning skinny. I just think you can't judge someone. Can't judge someone not. What do they say? Never judge a book by its cover. But I do think that it would be nicer if everyone, if you had a problem with them, talk to them, come on a live with them, say what you need to say. Do you know what I'm saying? I've told Jo in private that I don't agree with everything she's done, but if we agree on everything on a creator, in my opinion, that's a cult-like group. I love Jo because she's kind and supportive. Thank you, cute. And people definitely told me, you know, that they don't agree with certain things that I've done, and I'm perfectly open. I, I actually do listen. I wanted to do live on something and I spoke to Chopper about it, and Chopper was like, I wouldn't, Jo, it's not a good idea, I really wouldn't. And I listened to her and I was like, okay, yeah, you're right, probably not a good idea. I got attacked on Twitter last year by KJ Stan for calling me fat. I left because I was just annoyed. Attempt doxing and body shaming. Shake my head. I hardly post on Twitter. I'm sorry, Dina. That's bad. I'm sorry. All bodies are great bodies. I agree. All bodies are great. Definitely stand up for yourself. Looks don't matter. Looks don't matter. It's the heart. I agree. And we can all be bitches. Like, nobody, and especially in this community over the last year, I'm far from bloody innocent. I, I can't even pretend to be innocent. I'm far from it. I'm hoping that I'm learning as time goes on, and I'm not going to be that person, or I do try really hard not to be that person. It doesn't. When I was skinny, I was so unhealthy. I actually prefer being bigger than I do being skinny, but that's just, I'm tall and I just looked so bad. I wasn't angry, I was just annoyed, but my Instagram does nothing but preach body positive. That's good. Good for you, Dina. No more talking about subs who left. Lol. I know I didn't like it when it happened to me, and to those wonderful human beings in this chat, it hurts me. Yeah. I started hate following Jo when she always kind to me and always listened. I love her so much now. I love you, Patty. Yeah, Patty used to tell me off all the time. She did, honestly. And we'd either agree to disagree, or I would listen to her and go, okay, you're right. Fair enough. I'll take that back. Or she always did. Hey, Marie. Doesn't matter what size you are, only if you are happy and healthy. Amen. I agree. Yeah, Patty would come in and say, "You've got that wrong. You're not. She didn't do that, or she didn't say that." And then I'd be like, "Well, I'm still mad." And then we'd talk about it, and we'd either agree to disagree, or I would be like, "Oh, okay, then fair enough. You're right." So yeah, it is super important. It is super important to listen to people, and sometimes I don't, and I'm guilty of that too. I'm guilty of, not listening sometimes and going all else blazing and like gunning for blood, I suppose. But on the same token, we have to learn by this. And like 2020 has been a shit year for a lot of people, not just us, but lots of other people, COVID, people losing their jobs, and holy moly, it's been a hell of a heat year. I don't remember how I found you, but I'm glad I did. Thank you, Lurkin. That's really kind. I'm glad you guys are here. Like, I really am. It makes me happy that I've got you guys to talk to, and we can have conversations. And some conversations are a little harder than others. I hate having to admit that I've been bad, or I've done bad things, or said bad things. It's never easy. It's never easy to be that person. And I think I said in Katie's chat, the other day, I was one of those trolls that literally would troll the crap out of Katie just to wait for her. I got to run. I really like your lives and chats. Thanks everyone for being rad and stuff. Bye, Dana. Bye, Dina. Have a great day. Get sweeping, girl. Get mopping the floor. Joe, you don't listen when you feel attacked. Later on, you listen. Yeah, that's true. That is true. You guys call me pro KJ. In reality, I was just anti KJ and all harassing, and still am. Yeah, that's fair. I just don't want to jump on that bandwagon, and I'm not going to neither. I don't have to. I don't want to. I don't want to listen. Could I get more subs? Yeah. Could I get more money and views and stuff? Yeah, of course. But for what? For sitting there really attacking someone? Nah, I'm good. I'll stick with my little views and my little money. I don't even care. Hi, Crystal. Good morning. How are you? I'm good, thank you. How are you? I look like death today. My makeup is still I tried to get it off because the stupid glue from them eyelashes, I still can't get all the mascara off. I just think we just need to we just need to show a little bit of love and support. And if you don't like someone, absolutely fine. Just don't watch them. YouTube is massive. Like, there is so many channels out there to watch and interact with and talk with. You don't need to be in a channel that you don't like just to be. I'm doing a lot better this week. Oh, good. I'm glad. I am unabashedly pro Katie, and honestly, people don't attack me at all. Maybe I'm just a lucky one. You are very lucky, but you're very compassionate, Patty. You also understand why others do have that certain feelings. I have compassion for people being bullied, even if they bring it on themselves. Lol. That's true, MD. And that's another thing I know, like people say to me, oh, well, Katie did this, Katie did that. Yeah, we've all done shitty things, you know? What are you going to keep doing? Bringing things up she did a year ago? Like, come on. We are all so guilty of doing shitty things over our times, you know? I say all the time, crap, if we had mobile phones when I was younger, I would be in so much trouble. Like, seriously, if they filmed shit when I was younger, dang. Oh, let me just get, there we go. That's better. And it really shouldn't matter either, Patty. Like, you know, if you're pro KD, um, it shouldn't matter whether you go into anybody else's chat or speak to anybody else about it. That's your decision. And if you, like I've said, I think, you know, I've said before, you know, a good friend won't walk away because of something you're doing. They'll be there to pick you up when you fall. Many people have the right to be angry or hurt by Katie. But when my issue with that is that, yes, you can dislike Katie and like hate how she does things or how she says things sometimes. But the problem is when you turn into what you're saying that you hate, that's a bit too far, in my opinion. I saw a YouTuber was live and I thought I'd pop in and say hi to show support. And she was talking about Joe and I never left a chat so fast. I don't want to support that. Joe has been really kind to me. Thank you. You don't have to do that. Let them talk. Maybe people just realize you have a kind heart, Patty. Exactly, MD. Nobody has the right to attack or hurt or anyone. I had a hard time on when so many people are holding you down. I don't like everything KJ does, but I do believe in second chances and as many as it takes. I agree, Crystal. And we're all not perfect. Like, how many times have I had to come to the channel and be like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I fucked up. I said things I shouldn't have said. I was mean. I was nasty. You know, and you all forgive me and we all move forward. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Katie is in a hole. I do enjoy some of her content. In all honesty, I think people should stop talking about each other. It's old and boring. It's not entertaining anymore. It's sad now. I agree, Nicole. I just wish that, like, you know, Christmas is coming up. And I know I said this a couple of times in this stream, but a lot of people are really struggling this year. You know, COVID has done a number on a lot of families. There are families that are missing out on people, you know, and on Twitter, like I don't go on there very often. I really don't. I should probably, but I don't. But when I do go on there, like the amount of people that get attacked, like Kim was getting attacked, Lorianne was getting attacked, somebody else, I can't remember who it was. Oh, Mother of Dragons was getting attacked. And I'm like, for what? Just because they have a difference of opinions of you. Like, what does it matter if somebody is in my chat or Katie's chat or Charlotte's chat or anybody else's chat for that matter? You know, if you're going to go in there and be mean and nasty and, you know, laugh at them saying nasty things about people, then yes, you're as guilty. But if you're just going in there listening to another content creator, then what does it matter? It's been a dreadful year for so many. It really has. Like, people have lost lives, they've lost jobs, businesses have closed down, and, you know, Carl and I haven't had any work for a year. Like that's a huge deal. He had a couple of work just like last month, but that invoice won't be being paid now until probably January. you know, Money's tight for everybody right now. There are a few lucky ones that have sort of, managed to keep their job and, their income still coming in, which is absolutely amazing for them. But there are a lot that hasn't. And then Christmas is around the corner. Good morning, Miss Leah. There's Christmas around the corner. There's a lot of families can't um connect like they would. Do you know what I mean? Because like I know here you have to have a bubble, which means you're only allowed to have one person within that bubble. So I'm allowed to go to my brother's house, and my brother is allowed to come here, but then neither of us are allowed to go any further away. So, I'm going to miss all my family for this Christmas because they're not allowed to come here. Good morning, Jean. How is the weather there in the beautiful California? My IG, everybody, if everyone wants to follow me on IG. I did do an IG live yesterday. There was only a couple of people in there. But if you want to follow me, I'm going to try and start doing a couple more IG lives for you guys and just to have little chats on IG. Try being the operative word. But let's just hope that we can just have like no stress for the next couple of weeks, even if it's just till the new year. Let everyone get through the Christmas. Christmas is so bloody hard. Weather is perfect in the 70s. I'm so jealous. So unfair. Look, 70s. And it's icky and raining and gross here. Like, I can't even describe it. And I know here my brother was off work. Obviously, my nephew had COVID. You know, and they're struggling with money. They have two children that they got to get for Christmas gifts. A lot of people are stressing this year. Joe needs to do more IGs. I'll definitely try and do more IGs. I will. Morning, Megan. I will definitely try. 70 here, Jean, too hot. Oh my God, it's so icky here. I don't even know what the temperature is, but it's bloody cold. I really enjoy dissecting Team Mum Joe. Yeah, I enjoyed doing that as well. Like there was so much. I just don't think the show should be on. There's just so much that have gone on that show, and they're no longer representing Team Mums. I'm back to my classroom teaching this week, the last week, and then winter break. When it comes to weather, we get what we deserve, Joe. Joking. I know we always get the shit weather, Ria. It's not fair. Sorry. Those kids are so lucky to have you, Jean. That's true. Christmas is so stressful. We don't have a lot of money or any. Exactly. Like we haven't had any work for a year, and it really has been a tough year on us. And Christmas is not going to be what it is normally for us. We've managed to just do the kids a little Christmas Eve box. We haven't got big gifts this year that they normally would get because we just haven't got the money for them. We just haven't got that. And I know that I'm not alone in that. I know that there are a lot of other people that don't have the money because they're being laid off. Their businesses are not, doing well during this pandemic. And it's a lot. I agree, Joe. Christmas has been cancelled for me here because the in-laws is so can't celebrate with people outside our home. So it's very sad this year. Exactly. It's a lot. It is so much. I know people have lost people as well. And I must go. Thank you so much for the chat and hangout. Bye, Lurkin. Have a great day. I also like Team Mum coverage. Why don't you cover Team Mum UK? I can definitely cover the Team Mum UK if you would like me to. I can definitely do that. I'm off to work again. My sister is going to have minor surgery. We need to isolate her for safety. Oh, I hope that she's okay. Send her lots of love. We'll keep her in our prayers, Patty. Not bashing or attacking others, but we need to remember this time of year is extremely difficult. I agree, Kurt. It really is, financially, emotionally, it's been a heck of a year for everybody. Even the ones that have still got their jobs and still go out to work, it's still very stressful for them. Like Jean, she is a teacher of a special needs school. It's really stressful for her as well. So we definitely need to think about that, over this time and just hope that there's no drama. Nobody's hating on anybody. Give it to at least till January, guys. You can go back to hating people in January. Let's just let people get through this holiday season. It's a lot. There is so much going on right now. And COVID is not just a UK thing, not just an American thing. It's a worldwide thing, It's a lot. It is a lot. I just want everything to just be like peaceful. It's very stressful, but I love my kiddos. That's because you're just so special, Jean. Like they're so lucky to have someone like you as their teacher. Like if I had a child with needs, I would want somebody like you caring for my child. Where do you live? We don't have people over here. Yeah, we're not allowed here, Nicole, either. I've been out of work for 2 months now. I finally got a job interview tomorrow. Oh my God, good luck, Crystal. We will keep you in our prayers and positive thoughts for you. And I hope that you get the job. That would be amazing. So many people are out of work. It's so sad. Like, especially Christmas with kiddos. And oh gosh, it is so much. My husband was lucky to be working, but because of my health, if I cough, he panics. It's extremely stressful time. It really is. Good luck on your interview, Crystal. Thank you, Joe. That means everything to me. Honestly, you are just so amazing to do the job that you do, especially during this time of the pandemic, keeping those kiddies safe. And if I had a child with needs, I would definitely want a teacher like you, for sure. Yeah, I hope she gets it as well. That would be amazing. That'd be a nice Christmas surprise for you to get your job. And I 100% feel you. Like it really is. It's so hard. It really is hard. And I know a lot are struggling this year, not just like the odd one or twos. It's a lot of people that are struggling. I love the way you spell your name. I think that's a Welsh way of spelling it as well. We spell it that way. Yes, I think it's a Welsh way of saying it. We'll keep everything crossed for you, Crystal. You'll have to come and let us know how the job interview goes tomorrow. We'll all be on tender hooks waiting. Be like, I hope she got the job. I know there was on I think it was on Facebook that FedEx and places like that are crying for people to apply for jobs there during this time because a lot of people are obviously doing their shopping online because they're not allowed out and stuff. My best friend here, she hasn't been out since March because her husband had a triple heart bypass and she's so scared to get COVID and bring it back to the house. I live in Canada, Nicole, and note we can only celebrate with people in your household every year. We go to my dad's with my whole family, and next day to my mother-in-law's, and now that's just not. Yeah, the same here. Yeah, same here. It's gonna be like Boxing Day. I'm thinking about it, but I don't want to fine. But I really want to go to my sissy's house. I really want to go and see my sissy and see my nephews, my nieces, and I want to see my great nephew. I've only seen him once, and he's like 6 months old now, which is really harsh. And I like it breaks my heart because I genuinely want to see him, and I want to see my other great nephew because he is just like, oh my God, Teo is amazing. He's the funniest kid. He's got the most wicked sense of humor. Like he was really funny. So I'm like, I miss them, but they're like 100 miles away from me. So if people don't want to be your friend, I would say screw them. I'm getting to that point, Nicole. I must admit, I am. I am getting to that point. We are going away for a few days for Christmas, then seeing the kids and grandkids later on. I will say it's crazy how companies say they are hiring, then take weeks and months to hear anything from them. I'm like, I need the job now, right, Chris? Like, Crystal, I 100% get that. And I think a lot of places do that. But like, if they want people for the season, like, shift your butts, like, we all drop our gifts at the doorstep and we're gonna do a Zoom to open gifts. Oh, see, that just breaks my heart. Like, I don't know. It's sad. It really is a sad world that we're living in right now. It really is. Thank God, though. Like, imagine what it would be like without that. Imagine no Zoom, no FaceTime. Like, imagine that. How sad would everyone be? Like, at least you can actually see the kiddies opening their gifts and stuff on Zoom. But imagine if we didn't have that. Imagine if there was no such thing as Zoom calls. Like when I was younger, I didn't have a phone until I was, oh my goodness, maybe 23. Can you imagine? I still had a pager. My daddy passed away when I was 21, and I started a pager then. I know for a fact because I was paged um about my daddy saying like I need to go to my daddy's house, you need to go to daddy's house. And I obviously ran to my daddy's house, but I'm in Maryland, and they said that we are in a red zone, but still don't have restrictions. Oh my God! How come, Nicole? I know it's so hard right now. My daughter is in a big musical today, and we have to watch virtually. I'm still excited to wish we could go in person. Aww, that's gonna be so cute. I didn't get a phone until I was around the same age, Joe. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? I'm 43. I'm 43. I literally had a pager when I was like 21. I know for a fact because I know that's when my dad passed when I was 21, and I know I had a pager then. And I think it was about a year or two later that I got a mobile phone. But I had a pager for years. I loved my pager. Like, if you don't know what a pager is, oh my God, it was the best thing since sliced bread, honestly. Pages was like what people think of mobile phones when they first come out. It was funny. Like, I want a pager so bad. But then to go to find a payphone to ring back was not the best. But because first of all, the pager just had a number that you had to ring, like they would page you a number, and then later on, I got one that had messages. It'd like give you maybe 5 lines that you could read the message. I'm 45. I loved my page too. It was so cool at the time. Like, I had a pager back when I was 18, and I loved it. They were so cool at the time, right? Pages would call and then had to find a phone. Was not. I know, right? My phone, I had a flip phone that you had to pull the aerial up. I think it was a Motorola was my first one. It was a fucking brick. It was a brick, people. Like, I'm not even kidding. I know. I feel sorry for the kids' graduation and stuff. That was so sad. And their proms, because these kids work so hard for their proms each year, don't they? They spend so much money on dresses and suited and booted, and I felt so bad for them, love them, but it's very hard to deal with. And I'm sorry. Sending you prayers. I got my first phone in '93. Boy, did I think I was something. I got my first mobile when I was 21, but I had a pager too. We're all old girls. You know when you've had a pager, because like when I talk to younger people, they go, "What's a pager? What was a pager?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, a pager. If you had a pager back in the day, you were like the bomb, right? Can you remember how cool you thought you were? You had this little pager clipped on your waist and thought you were the absolute bee's knees." It was so funny. My daddy had one of those, like a big box. It looked like a battery pack kind of thing. I remember when we used to spell out words love with a pager. I know. I had the number one first and then I upgraded then to the word one. But first off, I only had a number one that just literally had the number that wanted to ring you. Oh my God. Do you all remember the huge mobile phones that were as big as a house phone? Right. They were massive. I remember a few years ago, my mum had this phone, right? And this phone, she loved it. She could work it. It was shocking. Like this phone was a fucking brick, but she loved this phone. So me and my brother, because she wouldn't get a new phone that actually worked, and she was like, I can ring people, it's fine. I'm like, no, mum, no. So me and my brother took her outside and we sledgehammered it to make her get a new phone. We literally sledgehammered this phone because it was like a frigging brick. Remember when you didn't even have call waited? I know. Do you remember when it was literally just texting though? It was just texted and it cost so much money to go online on your mobile phone that nobody ever did it because it just cost too much money. The wireless ones you couldn't even walk around with. Oh God, yeah. Oh, that was a lot. Oh, caller ID prank calls were epic. Oh my God. Our prank calls used to be like so bad. Hi, Sarah. We used to like ring people and say, get off the line, a train is coming, and just like the most stupidest dumb things. My payphones were a dime back then. 10p hours was. I remember saying to my mum, our kids have no idea, right? I remember saying to my mum, I'm ringing Childline on you. And she used to chuck me 10p and say, go on then. Honestly, it was so bad. It was so funny. Yeah, that is wonderful. Well done. I remember when we needed an antenna on your car if you had a mobile car phone in the car. Oh my God, I remember those. Oh my God. You could do a lot. Do you remember though when you were a kid, like if your house phone rang, you would literally like everybody would run to the phone to answer it. Now you like get a call, you look around, you go, yeah, I don't answer that. I haven't seen a working payphone in a long time. We have payphones here, but a lot of them are being taken out now and putting the respirators in there. I'll show you next time. I almost forgot the antenna, Jean, right? I had a Jaguar with a huge car phone and antenna outside the car. Technology has come so far in such a short time. It's crazy. It really is when you think about it. Like, we're not even that old, people, and we remember like pages and the old school car phones, and oh my goodness. We cancelled our landline a few years ago. We have a landline. We haven't got a phone, but we got a landline. My Volvo had the first phone in it. My first car was a Mazda. It was a fucking beast of a thing. It was like a 2.4 liter. It was a beast. We were all so cool, you know. Oh my God, can you hear that rain? Elvis had a car phone, I think. I think he did actually. I think you're right. Can you hear that phone, that rain? Holy moly. Do you remember though, like when we first like had the smartphones and we all paid pay as you go? Oh my God, I couldn't do pay as you go now. Now everyone texts each other. Do you know, right? I'm not even joking, Megan. I literally my last mobile before this one, I got to a point I was using 0 minutes, zero texts. I was just doing everything online. I was messaging people online. I wasn't texting anybody. I was getting so annoyed because I was paying like 30 odd pounds or £35 a month. And I was not even, honest to God, I wasn't even using one damn minute. I have a landline too. Yeah, I do too. I don't have a phone now. Yeah, I'd rather text than speak, but I generally do everything over Facebook Messenger. I message my brother over Facebook. I message Leah, Adria, everyone's over Facebook. And I remember the AOL chat room so good. Oh my God, I remember those. Oh Lord, that was crazy. God, things have moved so much since back then, right? Imagine this pandemic back then, though. Like, we'd be so screwed. I miss phone conversations so much. My kids only text, right? My dad was an alcoholic, and my mum was, and my brother and I had Alateen. I was so embarrassed back then, but honestly, it helped me. Oh, oh. I had a boyfriend who briefly, oh, I missed that now. I had a boyfriend who briefly moved to Mexico. I paid 200 a month to talk to him on his cell phone. I foolishly thought cell phone long distance was free. Oh no. This is how I love starting my Mondays with all you beautiful people in chat. Ah, thank you, Jean. Thank you for the super chat as well. I appreciate it. Talking about being old. We're all like, we love our pages. Thank you so much. I call my oldest daughter and she won't answer, but if I text her, she'll respond right away. I'm telling you, these kids don't want to talk to us. The only time my daughter rings me is if she's got to drive somewhere and she's like, talk to me while I'm driving. And I'm like, oh, so that's the only reason you want me is to talk to me while I'm driving, right? Okay, I get you. My son calls me about random things when he just upstairs in the same house. I would do something like that to my mum. I gotta be honest. So I can't even like laugh because I would so do the same thing. This community is wonderful. Thank you all. We love you. We love having you around. You're so special. Oh, those AOL. Oh God, they were crazy. Not funny. Funny the things that we remember. And like checks, like we don't really use checks here in in the UK anymore. But I remember when I first got my checkbook, like I genuinely, I'm not even joking, I genuinely thought I was like this grown-up bitch and I was like all about it. I was just amazing. I was just the bomb because I had this checkbook. And in reality, I didn't realize I got into so much trouble because it didn't contemplate to me how much longer paying by check it would take to come out of your bank. Oh my God, checkbooks just made me, my daddy was like, what have you done? Your bank is like overdrawn by like £40. I'm like, I don't know. And then we realized he was like, okay, you've got to leave money in there. Your check takes like a week to come out. And I'm like, well, that's dumb. Why would they do that? Oh my God, it was so bad. I had an entire argument with my mum via text yesterday. Yeah, that'll be me. When I was 14, my boyfriend moved to another state. I kept calling collect. My mum punished me for almost a year. I have a phone disconnected for 6 months. Kids have no idea how lucky they are now. Oh my God, right? They genuinely don't. Hey, Lynn. Getting checkbook made me feel like an adult. It did, Jean. Like honestly, but I got into so much trouble because I didn't quite. It was really dumb, but I didn't understand like how long it took to actually come out of your bank. So I thought you write the check and that would be it. It'd be done, and then thinking, oh, I got more money than I thought I did. And then I'd go shopping or something, and then my bank would be overdrawn. And then my dad would be like, what have you done? I'm like, I don't know what I did. But I felt so grown up having a checkbook. I was like, oh, I've got a checkbook. In my defense, she's not easy to talk over the phone, does like the communications hard of things. She's is my best friend, so it worked out. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, yeah, it was so bad. I got into so much trouble with the bloody checkbook. I figured it out after about a month or two, but oh Lord, the first month was a nightmare. Literally, my dad was like, "What have you done?" I was like, "I don't know. Please help me." And Daddy went and fixed it because that's what daddies do. Daddies go and fix things for you. But it was so funny. But you do, don't you? When you like you turn 18, you get your own bank account and you get money going in, you're working and all of this stuff, and then they give you a checkbook and you think that you're so clever with this bloody checkbook, and no. Yeah, you are. Yeah, definitely. My mother was a banker as a child instead of my mother was a banker. So as a child, instead of playing teachers like most kids, we played banker and played checks to write out. Oh, that's cool. I definitely should have done that. Like, I'm not even kidding. It was so much like hard work. I literally got myself like the first month or two, I figured it out pretty quick, but like the first month or two, I definitely got myself into a lot of trouble. I've like overdrawn and being charged. And it was like back then, I don't think they can do it now, but back then they charged like £36, even if you were like a penny overdrawn. Oh my God, it was a nightmare. Thankfully, Daddy fixed it for me, but my goodness, it wasn't easy, that's for sure. It was like, no, but it was still fun. I still thought I was all big and grown, and in reality, at 18, you're really not grown. I always gave my old credit cards to my kids so they could play banker or pretend that they were going to the grocery store. That's so cute. My dad used to give us his old cards because we used to think they were like really cool. But like a lot of things back then were cash, wasn't it? Like when you went to the shops and stuff, you very rarely used your card to actually purchase anything. It was more you used cash to pay for everything. And I'm still a lot like that. I still like having cash in the house. I still like having cash in my wallet. And I don't know. I just do. I just tend to just like having the cash there. It's so sad these days. Kids have lost part of their imagination. I agree. And just like playing silly games like Kirby's or outside on skateboards and stuff, you don't see kids doing it now, doing so much outdoors nowadays as they do, wanting to sit there on their damn PlayStations or what Switches, whatever they're bloody called. PlayStations or whatever they're called. They don't, Abdi. They really don't. My daughter said in university that one of her exams had to be handwritten. And she said the amount of, my daughter likes writing, so it's a bit different for her. But a few of them really struggle to actually write it and not do it on the computer. Parents need to teach their kids value of money, definitely. I had $40 sent to me in a box. And I was like, oh my God, this is a really good idea. I'm going to give one to my niece and one to my nephew. And I gave them, and this is how different they are. Like, I gave my niece and my nephew both $20 each because I thought it'd be cool for them to take them to school to show their friends and show what a dollar looked like. And my niece instantly went online and seen how much it was our money. And my nephew was like, oh my God, this is so cool. Jojo, it's got the White House on there. And he was like telling me all about it and telling me all about this note. And it was so cute. And like my nephew's like, I don't want to spend it. I want to keep it. And I'm like, that's fine. You can keep it if you want to. And they were so excited to have these American notes. They were just like fascinated with them. And I was like, oh my God, this is so cute. But my niece was like, it's worth £15, Auntie Jojo. And I was like, oh, how did I know that you were going to say that? I love this story, Joe. I know it's so freaking cute. It was like so cute. But Michael, he was like, nope, I'm keeping my money. I want to keep it. Can I keep it as this? I'm like, you can do whatever you want with it, mate. If you want to keep it, you keep it. And it was so cute. They loved these $20 notes. It was so cute. Did everyone know that December 21st this year, Christmas star will be visible everywhere in the world since 800 years? Oh, I didn't know that. That would be amazing. Maybe I can go live and we can see it all live. I can't believe I tell people can't tell the clock unless it's digital. That's crazy to me. That is genuinely crazy. I help my nephew with his school right now, and there's a constant argument over the freaking PlayStation. Oh, Crystal, don't even get me started. I can't even deal. My nephew's really good though, and my nieces, but they both like so fascinated with the damn PlayStation and stuff. It does my head in. But they really did love these $20 notes. They were so fascinated with them and how different they felt to our money. And they've showed everybody. They've showed their nanny, their granddad, their other aunties and uncles. And they were like, look what Auntie Jojo got us. Auntie Jojo got us money from America. Look, look. And they were showing everybody this $20 note. They thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. I'm shocked that they start teaching cursive, MD, and these kids would not make it without digital clocks. I think they should be teaching it. I agree. They still teach it here in the UK in our little schools, but we don't have many's. My son took business in high school class and still has his Christmas money from last Christmas. He's learning the value of money. That's great. My nephew's the same. He's got so much savings, but my niece is the complete opposite. She's like, I want to spend every penny I've got. That's what she's like. I always brought my kids when they were little, thank you for cards to send out. I made them use cursive writing. Yeah, definitely. I make the kids do that as well. But they're really funny. It was just like, it's just so funny. Kids are funny, and like how different they are, bearing in mind, like, they both live in the same house, they're brother and sister, and how different they are. Like Michael will want to save every penny. He will not want to spend a penny. Where Casey, she is the complete opposite. She's like, I want to spend every penny. I want to go shopping. I want to buy this. I want to buy that. I want to buy this. It's funny how different they are. But I've been on over an hour and a half, so I'm going to get off. Thanks everyone for joining me. This has been a really cool live, talking about all like things from years ago. This was really cool. I appreciate everyone joining me. It's been it's been a fun hour and a half chatting. My best friend, the day it's my best friend's birthday, she lost her 21-year-old son by a drink driver. She told her son making birthday a special gift. Oh, so sad. Thanks, Joe. This was fun. Yeah, it's been really fun having a good old chitter-chatter about good old days. Again, thanks everyone for joining me. Thank you, Jean, for the super chat. I very much appreciate it. It does definitely help. And I shall be back soon. Everyone, take care of yourselves. And Jean, look after those beautiful babies, as I know you will. And I shall speak to you all very soon. Thanks, guys. Bye, Lynn. Bye, everyone.